Hello, everyone.
Greetings.
I was just reading out the starting soon screen as we transition over. On our way to ask who even asked. But welcome back. Welcome to session 2 for the Pierced Heart. So a couple things to get out of the way. As you might notice here, we have an overworld map now. And not everything has been fully accomplished in it yet, so it's not fully functional. If you see over at the navigation, there's only one tab at the moment, just for the political. The region map is coming soon. I had an issue where my car windows got broken into, so I've been dealing with that for the weekend. So I didn't get to finish it, like I thought. But it'll be prepared for by the next one. But for now, at least, you can go and you can see this map, or you can even go over here and see the political one with all of the boundaries and stuff. All hopefully more useful things, considering that you guys have like a big trek and a journey across you. That being said, does anyone want to give a recap of what happened in the last session?
I think Toto should do it since, he has the best memory.
Oh, yeah,
my
Toto?
God, no, I do not.
Really? I thought you said you had everything up, all stored away in your tabs.
Yes, well, there's 50 of them.
Try and give
one by one. Let's go. Tab 1.
Yeah.
We walked into a bar.
Okay, tab 2.
For me, gummy bears.
And what happened with Kermie and what happened with gummy bears?
We walked into a bar. Awawa ended up in a fight with Barry the bartender. And now Awawa owns the bar because we beat him up.
He also got into a fight with his brother and was gonna kill him.
and we
Take care of him.
That there's like some infection fungi shit going on with the force. So we decided to go and check out the one last remaining town that has not been taken over, and there's supposed to be people in there because Awawa has to send out a letter.
But we are invisible.
Yes, that is
not
important.
Traceable due to Calliope. Calliope, would you like to elaborate on your thoughts as we venture into this town?
Well, Calliope, first off, what was the reason that you even made you guys untraceable in the first place?
She was a little nervous and was like, "Oh man, hide."
Hide! Disappear! Well, what made her nervous? Or is she just a wandering bundle of anxiety, which I totally get and understand?
I mean, she is, but also...
No, she's also kind of nervous because, like, of all, like, the mushroom stuff around. She's like, "Oh man, this is kind of weird. I don't know if I like it or not." So she's just kind of like on high alert mode.
But we also, when we met the Fun and Yi, they started to run away when they started to hear something and some tremors. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. But
that was to hide from that thing, and then the rest is just Calliope being like, high alert.
Well, as a quick correction for that, Fa and Gi came after the weird trembling thing. There was a weird trembling thing. You guys went untraceable, and then after a bit of time, I believe Fa and Gi actually revealed themselves to you.
But didn't they also run away?
Yeah, they heard something else, and then they ran away, and we were like,
yes.
uh-oh.
Yes. Sorry about that other thing. Yes, that did actually still happen.
I'm starting to find my tabs.
Starting to find your tabs. Oh, I've sifted through all the random YouTube videos. There we go. We're here now.
I found the elevator music. It's closed now.
Yeah. However, one other correction to be said was it was never guaranteed that this was the only town not taken over. This was just where you were told there had been a mail post, and it's the closest one. So, as you guys came along here, we got to the coastline that had been overtaken by the fungal forest. And you could see that it was even coming from beneath the water itself. And when you first entered the town, it was the dead of night, and you still remained under your untraceable status, not taking it off to see what was going on around you. The town itself, to re-describe it, although it has a couple of lights going on, there is very little noise to be heard. There's some small skitterings and scatterings of the local fauna, but other than that, the town seems dead. And from there, where would you like to take it off?
Well, we're still invisible, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess if the coast looks relatively clear, Calliope will probably drop the pass without trace.
Okay. You see that there's a couple of buildings still with some lights on, others with lights completely pitch black, and in the far end of the town near the pier, a couple of dock buildings, but all of them with no ships. Or skippers, as we call them here.
This is kind of eerie, don't you think?
I mean, it just looks like a town sleeping to me.
Is there no nightlife, you know? No people wandering around still. How are we going to find the post office, the mail place?
Do they have any signs or anything?
Any signs? Yes. You can see that there's like some rudimentary street signs that just say Johnson pointing over to the left and Washington going over to the right. No, you see like some rudimentary street signs with just like commoners' last names and such.
Washington, that is a funny name.
Eeny, meeny, miny, that one. Washington.
Okay. You start going over to the right, and you see that the entire street, no lights on, nothing can be heard. It's even quieter than it was before. At least when you're on the open main streets, there was like the small sound of like local fauna around, like some mice or something. Over here, you see the house is overtaken by some of the mushrooms. Like there's a mushroom growing out of the crevices of one. There's a large like fungal growth seeping out of the cracks of another.
You know, guys, I know I picked this way, but it looks like we could get mugged down this one.
I think we can get mugged anywhere.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, this one has no lighting, like, at all. We might as well. Let's go down Johnson.
Okay. I mean, I think I might have a torch I can light if that's something, but yeah, we could go down the other street if you think that'd be safer.
Yeah. Let's keep our options open. Yeah. We'll come back. We'll circle back.
Okay.
Going down Johnson.
You're going down Johnson.
What is browsing? It's alright.
As you go down Johnson, you come across one sort of communal board on the side of the street where people would post up various things needing to be done, tasks that they needed help with, as well as the hunt. Welcome to your first time for being offered the hunt, an out-of-game experience where you are able to take on a boss battle for the chance of big prizes, rewards, and a full refresh of any spell slots and abilities used. If you are able to defeat the beast, in this case, you see a sign saying the Shigala Morium, you will be having all of those rewards. However, if you lose, you will be knocked back here after an hour being taken away, back at 1 HP, and any items or spell slots used during the fight will be taken away from you. However, this is a fight that only lasts until the 15th of every month. On the 15th of every month, I'm going to roll a dice and a new monster is going to shuffle on in. But whatever HP you get the monster to will remain constant. So any other future encounters, he will be weaker and weaker and weaker. Currently, I can tell you guys that another party has attempted to try and tackle this beast, and they failed. But the HP it's at is from where they were last time. So you could swoop in and steal the spoils. So this is up to you guys now if you would like to take on the hunt.
How brave are we feeling? How brave are we feeling? I'm down for that.
Yeah. See why not?
Is that a yes from everyone?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay. Well then,
Let's take on the hunt.
you take on
I
the
don't.
hunt. Oh. Let's go over here. And welcome to... sorry, really quickly. As you decide to take on the hunt, a soft pitter-patter of wheels appears behind you. A man in a carriage who merely says, "Get in." All three of you step on in, unsure of where he even appeared from. The town was dead before. The wheels racket around as they take you through areas you've never even seen before, especially you, Calliope. You thought you knew every area of Cunacleth, but now you've been brought to a whole new area. And we join ourselves into the Wordwood. Welcome to your first battle. Over here in the large white square, you are able to start your first battle sequences, so feel free to position yourselves as you would like to try and fight the beast. On top of that, a fun little thing I like to do here and you now fight the Shigala Morium. This is your first boss encounter. And if you win, you'll have so many more prizes and being able to take more things into your campaign. Good luck.
Money.
Where would you like to position yourselves? Once you're ready, let me know.
How do I choose spells onto, because I have all of them available. How do I choose the ones that I know?
Go to your spell book on your character sheet, and then you'll see that there's a sun icon next to all of your first level spells onwards. Those are your prepared spells.
A sun one?
You'll see a sun icon over on the far right-hand side.
Is it the scene? No, that's concentration.
So go to your character sheet.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, you go into spellbook.
Yes.
Okay, now if you scroll down, like for instance, you see there's first level Bane.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You're a little quiet.
I see,
so just
I see them now. Okay,
Gotcha,
unprepared.
okay.
So I just click the sun.
You click the sun icon. How many spells are you allowed to have prepared though? Because currently you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spells prepared. 9. You have 9 spells prepared. Are you sure you're allowed more?
Let me just cross-reference it, and then if there's any other problems, I'll let you know.
For sure. Well, you do that. Asias and Calliope, you have any area in that white square to choose where you want to begin the battle. So use this time wisely to try and theorize where you guys are going to be going for everything. Also, yes, some other people asked, that is water ahead of you. That is a giant lake.
Okay.
So we have to go around. Let's get to the thing.
I think so.
I have a dumb question. When you say prepared,
Uh-huh.
what does that mean?
It means you have the spell prepared.
So, like, I know it.
You know all of these spells, but you can only use certain amounts of them every day because you prepared the spells. Other spells are unprepared and you are unable to use.
Oh, like ones that take, ingredients and stuff?
You need to speak a little louder.
like things, ones that take up ingredients and stuff like that?
No, just any spell. Your class requires that you have to choose what spells you're taking into combat every day. So at the beginning of a day, you choose what spells you prepare.
I did not know that. Okay.
It's seeming like Asias and Calliope, you guys are fine with your positions?
I think so, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, then once Awa's prepared, we can begin the fight. In the meantime, if you guys want to try and strategize anything of what you want to do, what your first opening rounds will be, feel free to go for it. On top of that, here, let me all add you to the combat tracker. Your first combat has now begun. Over in the top right, you'll see that there's a little fist icon. That is a combat tracker. Over there, you'll also see a D20 next to it. Feel free to hit that to roll your initiative.
Okay.
For instance, oh wow, the Shigami got a 20.
19! Oh. I'm here celebrating my 19 and fucking giant that I'm.
You see, but unfortunately, you have a -1 to your initiative, Asya, so you got an 18.
We take what we can get. We take
Yep.
what we can get.
So right now, it's 20, 18, 16, 14.
Okay.
You are good to go?
Wait. You told us we have time to strategize things.
Yes, you have time to strategize. Let me know when you are ready to fight, and I will take it away. But for the meanwhile, free to talk.
So Calliope, about those bees.
I mean, I can lift you up on the bees, and then you can, like, try to jump on it.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, a reminder here that you have your free investigations every turn. You can roll perception or investigation, and if you're able to beat a 14, then you're able to know one of its attacks or any one thing about it.
Gotcha.
Got it.
Other than that, however, everything I roll will be privatized. You will not know the damage unless I tell you the damage. You will not know the abilities unless I tell you the abilities, unless you've discovered them. For every ability you discover, I will then start playing it publicly.
Okay.
Are there any
Wait,
other
but-
strategies you guys want to go over?
Okay, well, for your bees, you need to attack first, right?
I think I have an option to use them as... Hang on. Let me look at my beats. I'm hitting the wrong button.
Sorry, I
Is it
haven't.
writing time?
I want to be lifted up to the dragon by a bunch of bees and jump on it. That's my
Hey,
plan.
Juan, thank you for the raid, my
The
man.
writing
We're
time. This
playing
is
some
what that
D&D.
is.
We're
My
just starting a
plan.
boss battle here, actually. But hope you're doing well, dude.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone, from the Raiders. Hope you enjoy the session.
You can
We're
hover
just
and you get
having
a
cool
flying
boss
speed of
fight right
10
now.
if you
That
stand
is
on my
tragic.
knees.
Okay, that's not that fast, but we take what we can get. Maybe once I get closer, then we can like call in the bees and then you.
Okay.
All right. I'm a genius. I'm
A
not.
genius.
I'm a genius.
This is coming from the same man that grappled a Hydra. He's gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he is.
Okay. Are you guys all good?
Yeah.
think so.
I
Can
think
can
so,
I
yeah.
just delete the spells that I know that I don't know?
Well, if they're not prepared, they shouldn't show up for you.
They do.
Sorry, could you share your screen for me for that?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so look. Actually, let me go up.
Right.
First level, Bane. I don't know it, right? Unprepared. When I go in here,
Did you
boom.
reset your Argon combat HUD after you prepared your spells?
They were already prepared.
No, but like that's why it's showing up right now, I think. Click the sword icon and click it again to reset your combat HUD. And if you click on your character token right now, it says you do not have Bane prepared, or command, or bless. Okay, cool. Go ahead and click off that.
Okay.
Yeah, don't delete them right now. What I'm gonna have you do is actually, it might be a character token thing. I'm going to quickly delete your character token. You won't be able to see anything for a second.
I'm dead.
Oh no! I was dead.
Oh no!
Sometimes I can still hear their voice.
Ow!
And now if you look at it, your first level should just show False Life, Ray of Sickness, Cure Wounds.
Nope.
Interesting, because for me it does. That is very weird.
Yeah, it happened last session too.
Oh, why didn't you tell me? We were going through the whole thing
I did,
last
but
time.
I said, you know what? We'll just deal with it later. Yeah.
No, like I mean, when we were going over stuff, when I brought you guys in, I was like, "Hey, what things are broken for you?"
Oh, that's very simple. I forgot.
Okay, understandable. One last thing that I'm gonna do to try and see if we can hot fix this is I'm gonna ask you to refresh your page.
Like guitar music in the background, pretty good.
It is.
It's pretty sick. And then once you load in, if this Doesn't work, then yes, we can do a delete thing, and I need to re-import your character and troubleshoot you.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Feel free to delete the spells that you're not using, just so we can get on with the fight. And then
Yeah, I will. I'm last, so I should have time.
Okie dokie. So, with that, everyone is prepared. Everyone is ready to do what they need to do. The field of protection goes away. Battle begins. It'll open up with the Shigala Morium. Here, actually, because something's got fucked up really quickly, Asias, you should see an end turn option on your combat HUD, do you?
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool, it comes to me then. Awa, I need to fix...
Oh.
Yeah, just a
shit.
second. No.
Sorry.
That's me trying to fix you.
Okay.
Because your AC, or your initiative was 14.
Yeah.
And yes, I think it gave it back. No, it's still my turn, right? Cool.
No, I have a big thing that says your turn.
You have a what? Oh, you have end turn? Click end turn. We're gonna go through this.
But it does. I do not have an end turn thingy.
Oh, then we're all fine. Okay. So Shigala Morium is going to move. Into the center. It will then... You're gonna see it rear its head back as large veins across the frills of its neck start to glow a neon green, traveling up the spine, up to its mouth, and then a large viral discharge will throw itself over at you, Asias. This will be...
You going to sneeze on me?
Basically, he hawks a big old loogie at you.
Oh, ew.
Ew. That's a 20 hit.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Tragically. That's a lot of little dice.
Take 20 damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
You also are going to gain a stack of something. Don't worry, this isn't actually in like the status ailment. This is just a turn of like what trackers you have.
Yeah, how did I?
Sorry?
How did I?
How do you
take away?
So right click on your token. You see a little health bar on it. Just highlight that and do minus 20.
Oh, there we go. Amazing. Thank you.
Perfect. Cool. Also, Asias, as this viral discharge covers you, you feel the acid burning through your armor, and you feel the pain starting to become a little more numb. Anyways, the Shigala Morium ends its turn, and Asias, it's yours.
He tries to just kind of like jump on all fours for a little bit, shake off the snot off of his fur. You see his tail like flip-flopping and shaking like a dog's tail. Before he actually gets one. And I'm gonna rage.
Rage. Tight. Okay, so you're raging now.
There's a little thing that says null.
What is saying null for you?
When I click on rage. Oh, never mind. It's right. Never mind.
Yeah, it's just showing up over there.
Is this part like solid ground that I can walk on?
Yes, that is solid ground.
Up to where, like?
Right there. That's the end.
Right there. Okay, I'm gonna try. And hold on. Where are my weapons? I'm gonna try and toss a javelin at it.
Okay.
Where is the thing? I don't have anything showing up.
You have no javelins equipped right at the moment?
No, apparently.
Oh, because yes, you didn't put them in your equipped spell slot here. There you go. So if you look above your character, there's some like different like equipment slots for what equipment you want to be using. I just gave you a javelin, hand axe, and great axe as your inventory right now. So if you click off Asias and then click back on, or you refresh the combat HUD, you should see a javelin now.
I'm coming. Hold on. There we go. I'm back.
Okay.
Oop. There we go. Oh. Oh, there we go.
Nice. So now over on the right, you'll see that there's attack and damage. Go ahead and click attack. Normal.
Yeah. Does a 15 hit?
It's a 21 hits. Yes, a 21 does hit. So feel free to roll damage. Seven.
So I just look back to life and like, well, I have to wait for the beast, so I have to improvise for now. I grab the javelin, like, you know, like, pull it back and then toss it as hard as I can towards this thing's wings.
Ooh, piercing one of its wings. You tear a hole right through it as the javelin continues sailing through as it lodges itself into the other side of the pond. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I think, oh wait, I have a free perception, right?
Yes, you do. You just have to roll, you just have to beat a 14. Perception or investigation.
Which one's better? None.
Ooh,
No.
15 will hit.
15, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna, would you like to know one of its moves, or would you like to know a certain stat about it?
What was that snot thingy?
I'm going to read out the names, and you have to try and pick which one it might have been. Multi-attack, claws, bite, viral discharge, viral geysers,
viral
necrotic.
discharge. Oh.
I will stop talking then. Viral discharge. Here is viral discharge. Ranged weapon attack, plus 10 to hit. Reach 80 to 320 feet. One target. Hit is 4d10 necrotic damage, and the target gains 1 frenzy charge.
What's frenzy?
What is frenzy?
We'll find out.
If I kept reading it out, you might have seen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah, that's fine. You wanted to know what viral discharge did. Now you know.
Yes. Okay, thank you. I'll guess I'll just find out the hard way what the fuck frenzy is. And with
Viral
that, I end
discharge
my
will now
turn.
be public. You end your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Calliope. Initiative becomes yours. What would you like to do?
I don't know.
You guys strategized before this. This is turn 1.
We're
All
breaking
right,
down
the
people.
bees.
We're improvising.
Hang on. I'm gonna use. Where's my writhing tide, and instead of lifting myself up, I'm gonna send them out to scoop up Asius and kind of like hover him off the ground.
Okay, you're gonna make Asias hover off the ground.
Yes,
Okay.
with the bees.
I'm seeing here that it says that it only lifts you up. Do you need to be close to Asias in order to do that?
Possibly.
Pick me up.
I mean,
Also,
Pick me up.
okay.
do you need to bring out your swarm beforehand as well, or is it just good to go?
I think it's just good to go.
Okay, I'm good with that. As long as you're close to Asias, then I'm willing to let that happen. Okay.
All right.
So you move towards Asias and you get your bees to start lifting him off the ground.
Yes.
Cool. And so he is currently 5 feet elevated.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, there's a plus 5 feet for you.
Nice.
And does this require concentration?
That's a good question. How do I tell?
If you go to your spell book on your character sheet,
Well,
or is that a feat for you? No, it's a feat, I believe.
it's feature. Okay. Writhing tide.
So it's a feature, so it's 1 bonus action, and it does not say that it requires any concentration. So yeah, you're good to just go.
Awesome. Very
Go.
cool. Okay. Can I just kind of step out to the side of Asius a little bit? And then I'm going to make an attack with my bow. Where's my bow? My long bow. And I'm going to try and hit the dragon
Awesome.
thingy in one of the other wing.
Okay.
How do I roll?
So you also did not have your things.
I do not
selected
see my-
in your inventory. Just a second. Here, I'll drag them on for you.
Okay,
So-
thank you.
If you click off your character and then click the sword icon, and then click the sword icon again and click back on your character, you should see
Okay.
a weapon appear for you.
Oh, there it is. Perfect.
So
Thank you.
over on the top of your character, you see that you have 3 basically gear sets. I put in
Okay.
the quarterstaff right now, but if you hover over the bow, you can then click the bow and the bow will appear.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
Yes, I will make an attack with my bow.
Awesome. Over on the right-hand side, you'll see that there's attack and damage. Feel free to click the attack button and normal roll.
Okay. Normal. Whee! It's 15 hit.
No.
Oh no! A whiffed.
A whiff. Even with the pluses on it, too. Oh, it feels bad. Is
Sag.
there anything else you would like to do?
Let me look.
At the moment, you've used a main action and bonus action, so it seems you have
Okay.
your free action, which I believe is just your gathered swarm.
Yes. I will ask Asius, where do you want to go with the bees?
For what? Oh wait, I didn't mean to click that. Anyway, for what is the thing?
Can the Calliope is gonna try and like command the bees to move Asius forward?
Okay. Asias, you may move forward 10 feet.
How much?
That's 2 squares. Each square is 5
Okay.
feet. Okay, you're now in striking distance of it.
Woohoo!
And is that the end of your
And
turn,
that-
Calliope?
That will be my turn.
Okay.
It's gonna be great. This is gonna be great, guys.
Before Ala goes, however... Oh, wait. First, Calliope, on your turn
Yeah.
tracker, you should see at the far right, there's an end turn button. Can you click that?
Oh, yep. Hang on. My thingy is going off my screen, so I need to resize it.
Yep.
Give me just a hot second.
No worries.
Yeah, that should do it. There we go. Now I can see it.
Hey, perfect.
There we
Awa,
go.
before it is your turn, however, the Shigala Morium uses an action.
Oh,
You're gonna see its wings billow out, and it's gonna flap wildly in each direction. And so much so that you're gonna see a large whirlwind begin to appear around it. And that is currently a second here. Reaching that far.
How far? It doesn't show
You
up.
should see a bunch of purple squares appear for you.
No. I will refresh. Hold on.
Okay. Do the other?
see
Do
purple
you guys
squares.
see these purple squares appear?
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. So, as the whirlwind is now hitting anyone within this range.
Ooh.
However, it has not gone off yet. And then
nice.
after that, oops, sorry. That is all that has happened. A whirlwind starts appearing around itself, buffeting all within. You have not taken damage yet, but the winds only get stronger and stronger as they whip around you.
No. Be careful, Asius.
I'm making the fun of this.
You know what? That's fair.
Okay. Foundry is being a little finicky, but it's okay. Oh my god, please.
What's up with it?
It just keeps flickering on
It's
to the
flickering?
map. Yeah. And
Like it's turning off and on you?
yeah. But hold on, I think it's stabilized.
Okay.
Okay.
That might be just a hardware issue for you.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes again. I don't know. Anyway, I'll just do what I can.
So right now you're not on the select target option. You need to go back to select target option. Over at the top left, you see where there's that little square to the right? You were right next to it. There you go.
I forgot I was still streaming. 2, 1, 2, 3.
That does put you in the hurricane.
Fuck, I can't see it, so I can't. Can I go back?
No, you still have movement.
Okay. Because, yeah, I can't see the purple thing, this purple square.
That is interesting that you cannot see it.
Yeah, I have to go to your stream in order to see it.
It's okay. It seems your hardware needs some stuff being buffed out here. Are you on?
Yeah.
You're on Firefox, right?
I'm on Firefox, yeah.
That's crazy.
This hasn't happened before.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good here.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Sapping Sting.
Sapping
Please!
Okay. You sap the vitality of one creature you can see in range. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. Okay. It'll do its Constitution saving throw.
Do I have to do it?
No, it's me.
Okay, great.
It passed.
Damn. Okay. That's 1. I'm just gonna restart when the turn starts over. Okay?
Sure thing.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Asia.
Sanctuary on Asias. Go ahead and cast it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Warding a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. The keyword here is target. This current AoE will still hit through it.
Damn. But it can help with other stuff, right?
It can help with other stuff. Considering also that Asias is right next to the thing might want to target it and attack it, so we'll have to make those saving throws. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, though?
No.
Okay, end turn. And then if you want to refresh and start some things, go for it. Okay. In the meanwhile, unfortunately, before anything else happens, some other things happen. On this, okay, you're gonna see its 4 arms reach out in each of the cardinal directions, and from each of these, you see some large orbs start to blast out from it. And no one got hit by it, so you guys are all good on that front. Love that.
It's like dodging a boss attack in like a video game.
Yeah. For real.
You are more correct than you realize.
So there is a second phase, is what you're saying.
There's a second phase.
You might already be on the second phase. Remember, this is permanent HP.
Alright.
Oh god.
Listen, I play Dark Souls and Bloodborne. I know what I'm doing.
And then, actually, ooh, here's a good part. So, also, Asias, wait, let me double check so I'm not speaking out my ass. What's your AC? Your AC is
My
13.
AC is 13.
Oh. So, no, it's not going to do that. It's going to go for Calliope. Calliope has the highest AC.
Oh no.
It stays here, so that way it hasn't provoked an opportunity attack, but it will now, let's see. Okay. It flies over to you, Calliope, and it takes both of its wings and attempts to shroud you in them as it buffets you with even more wind.
No.
However, you feel that the wind buffeting around you is almost weakened, as if it's not as strong as it could be right now for some reason. So what I'm gonna do is there is no a roll to attack on here. It's just straight damage. Take 8 damage.
Oh my god. Okay. How do I?
So right click
add
on your
damage to
token,
myself.
and then you'll see an HP bar, and then you just highlight it and do -8.
Okay. And then -8. Woo.
Then on top of that, this is great because it's its turn too. So a lot of things happen here. You're gonna see it pulls out its 4 arms again, and this time
Oh no.
Barely.
large orbs start to appear.
Oh no.
They have not gone off yet, but wait. Oh, actually, they would go off here. So what happens at this point is it pulls out its 4 arms. The orbs appear, large green emerald orbs that sink into the ground, and then large spikes start erupting themselves from every part of the ground.
Oh god.
Here, attacking everyone in here.
How big are the spikes?
Pretty fucking big. Like, they're 20 feet tall.
Fair.
However, I don't think you're getting hit, Asias. I think you barely missed it.
Yeah.
So good for you on there, but Awa and Calliope will get hit by...
Oh no.
I would like to thank my team. They're real MVPs.
Ooh! That was a high roll. 10 damage.
Oh.
Oh no.
Since
It's okay, it's
Awa
okay.
is fixing some stuff, I will reduce theirs for them.
Gee, thanks.
Well,
Anytime,
Magic
Awa.
number.
And with that, it becomes Mr. Galamorium's actual turn. It will then attempt It will then attempt to gnash its teeth over at you, Asias, and because of that, it'll have to make a saving throw with its wisdom.
Oh, great. Wisdom. My favorite.
Well, no, it's not you. It's
not you.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Shigalamorium. And it does not succeed.
It is your favorite now!
On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attacker spell. Well, Calliope's sitting there.
No! That's unfortunate. I am so sorry.
It's okay.
So
We barely got hit during the Hydra fight. This is fine.
Then that affects an enemy or deals. Okay. If the warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy, or deals damage to another creature, the sanctuary ends. Okay, so the second that Asias attacks me, it'll be over. Okay. Then it's going to attempt to bite Calliope here.
Yes.
Which will be
AC, don't shield me now.
20 plus. This does a 21 hit.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
11 damage.
Ah! Oh my god.
And with that,
11.
it ends its turn.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Terrifying. Okay. Oh, Calliope now we're not looking too good.
Also remember that there is still a cyclone going on around you.
Oh god.
Yeah, but that's its wings. Okay. I'm still on the bees.
Yeah.
I'm still on the bees.
The bees are fighting with all their strength to keep you afloat in this cyclone.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate that. They're very brave bees.
They're really trying their best.
Could I want to move forward like not dash because I'm heavy and they're just bees, but like try to like run forward with my axe to like attack and try to slash at its wing.
Okay. No.
Do I have
You're
to
already
move?
in range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just roll to swing. So you want to just go to your great axe.
And I'm going to do a reckless attack just because I actually want to,
Okay.
you know, if I can do anything so the rest of my body don't get
For sure.
nuked by bolts.
Okay. So roll to attack.
And it's reckless, so I do it at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't 17 hit.
17 with advantage. That will not hit.
What?
Whoa!
But because you're raging, you do get to attack again
Oh hell yeah, let's go. Okay, I'll try again.
with advantage. Go for it.
Let's go. Does a 23 hit?
It does. And because you're raging, it's going to do some extra damage.
Let's go.
How do I add the extra damage to it?
So it's just a thing afterwards. So when you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases as you gain levels as a barbarian. So currently, what level barbarian are you?
Level 8.
Okay.
I just roll a normal one then?
Yeah, you just roll a normal one. Roll your normal damage, but then we're gonna add the rage bonus. So you did 13 slashing damage.
Yeah.
And here, let me look up the table for you. It is, starts at +2. You said you're level 8?
Yeah.
Level 8. Table. That is gonna be... Come on, show me. Where? It is +1 every 2 levels. So that would be +4 on top of the 2, which means +6. So 19 damage.
19. I'm gonna be like, let's go, please! And like, as we're like getting close, you just slash down at its wing, try to like rip as much of it as I can.
Okay.
See if that does anything to the hurricane that's about to come our way.
The hurricane is still going.
Well, there was an attempt made.
You might also remember, because a couple other people haven't done it, is that you still have free perception and investigation checks.
No, I know,
Right.
I know, but I still have a bonus action, yeah?
Yes, you do.
Wait, hold on, let me just read this real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an on strike, damn it!
You have Tavern Brawl Grapple.
Yeah, it has to be, but it has to be an unarmed strike.
Yeah, or improvised weapon.
So that does not count towards...
Not for this thing.
Okay, I'll just use my perception.
Okay.
My free perception.
You need to beat a 14.
Okay. I think that does it, right?
22,
22?
definitely, yes. Okay, would you like to know a stat about it, or would you like to know one of its abilities?
I want to know what frenzy is.
I'm gonna read out the list of names, and then
Okay.
afterwards you can tell me what you want to know. So when I say that question at first, don't like skip that part, because that part's important for like the tree of information. If you want to know a stat or an ability. So you want to know an ability. The abilities currently are multi-attack, claws, bite, viral discharge, viral geysers, necrotic arrow, savage barbery, viral arrow, deadly twist, and frenzy. You want to know frenzy, correct? Or do you want to know one of these others?
Do we want to know any of the others? Yowl?
Up to you.
Up to you.
I want to know frenzy.
You want to know frenzy. Okay. That is a passive feature, so it won't let me put it in the chat, so I'm going to copy and paste it. Here is frenzy. Oh,
It's in a different language.
It starts speaking to you in a different language. No, sorry.
Banana.
Well, I can't read it. It's in another language that I don't understand.
It's
Underneath
back
that,
in common.
underneath that.
Yeah, I posted it again. When a creature has 3 frenzy charges, they must make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw. On a fail, the target is afflicted with the frenzy virus until dispelled by a greater restoration spell. On a successful save, the frenzy charges reset to 0. Frenzy on self, strength and dex +4, speed increased by 10 feet, take 1d damage at the start of turn. When overcome, damage resistance for 2 turns. Frenzy on others, considering you guys. Crits on 19, deal additional 1d4 on hit. Cannot be healed except by magic. Potions do not work. If hit, take an additional 1d6 damage on top of it. When overcome, damage immunity for 1 turn.
Damn.
Ooh. Can you copy and paste it on like the Discord, because mine is still in like another language that I do not understand.
I can do that.
Have you not scrolled down for yours?
No, it's not letting me scroll further down. It's just in a whole other language.
I posted it twice where I fixed the language. Wait, Nami, can you see it?
I can.
I would change tabs maybe, Toto? Because it should be available for you there to see.
It's still not, but
Could you share your screen for me, please?
You see this shit?
Okay. So, I want to see your scroll. It's not going for that. That is fine here. So, change your language from undercommon to common. You only have common. Okay, good to know. That's why I wasn't letting you do it. Just a second. I'm giving you the common language.
I do not speak common, I am so sorry.
I only speak Himbo.
I only speak Himbo.
Okay. Something should have appeared for you there from Game Master. No. Okay, so that is a more important issue than to solve for some of those. Wait, what was that refresh button you have?
Resync Theater to GM.
Yeah, resync. Resyncing. Currently has a blue bar saying that it's resyncing. And nothing.
Oh, now there's 2 blocks of text. Amazing.
Love that. Okay, here. I'll put it in for you and restart.
Thank you. I'm
More
sorry.
things to try and figure out why your computers just don't want to do what they're told.
Yeah, I just switched to a whole different browser.
Okay. But there you go. That's what the frenzy does.
All right, thank you. Oh, now it's actually showing. Okay.
Oh, really? Once you stop
Fixed
showing me?
itself. Yeah, once I stop showing you, now it's there.
Awesome. We love to see it.
Here's proof. I'm not lying to you. I promise.
As long as you can see it, I'm happy. Yep, there it is, Game Mass. Yeah, whatever. We're here now.
Anyway. And I think that will be the end of my turn because there's nothing else I can do.
Okay.
Well, I can move. Wait, I can move. I'm a fool. But if I move, it will get an opportunity to attack, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or an attack of opportunity, whatever. It may be
Ready to
worth
move
a try to not get whirlwind to death. Can I move in? I can move in the... Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Okay, so you're moving. Wait, you are moving? Okay, first attack of opportunity will appear. It will attempt to bite you. So, does a 9 hit?
No!
Then you're able to move freely. Get on out of there.
Wait.
You fly on your bees, moving the other way as they get themselves just out of the edge of the hurricane. And is there anything else you'd like to do?
Sighs of relief.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Okay.
The bees are the real MVPs of this game.
End your turn.
Get more bees.
Calliope. Before Calliope, however, the hurricane goes off.
Oh no! And
for
I'm in it. Oh no!
Anyone inside the buffeting winds currently, Calliope, what is your AC?
My AC is 15.
Okay, so you're gonna take this much damage then.
Oh no!
Oh.
That's a lot of dice.
23. That was supposed to be private.
I'm not looking good, guys.
Oh no!
Okay.
With that, though, it is your turn, and the buffeting winds will disappear.
Oh, great. Okay, awesome. Alright. So Calliope's gonna back up a little over here. And she is going to get some more bees by her side. Her little bee holders. And she's going to
Oh, that's right. The beeholder.
bee holder.
The beholder!
She's gonna use her longbow again to make an attack on the thingy.
Okay. You notch an arrow and shoot it with a nat 20. You do max damage.
Damn, nice. Let's go.
Okay, so you deal 1d8 plus 4 plus your bonus. Your bonus, because you're proficient in it, your proficiency bonus is what again?
That's a good question.
Plus 3.
Plus 3.
So that means you are attacking with 8 plus 4, so 12 plus 3, 15. 15 damage off the bat.
Nice.
Anything else you'd like to do?
With my little beholders, since I hit, I'm going to use
damage.
Oh, I thought it.
Huh?
Wait, do I roll damage?
No, sorry. It's been a while for you guys. I roll my crits a little bit differently than other people. I just have you do the max amount of damage. You're not going to roll a crit thing.
Okay.
Because Calliope crit, it's just whatever the max damage is for it, you just get it off for it.
Nice.
Okay. Gotcha.
So yes, Beholder.
Beholder. In that case, I'm gonna use my where is it? Oh, my Gathered Swarm. And I'm going to make them attack the thingy, or I struck it.
Okay, you struck it. So what is it doing right now? It's taking an additional 1d6 piercing. So go ahead and roll 1d6.
Okay. Whoops. Hang on.
Ooh, wait, sorry. Also, I think you take a stack because of the necrotic.
Oh.
No, actually you don't. But you do take a... No, actually, yeah, okay, cool. So it takes another 5 damage.
Woohoo! And, yes, I think that will be... Oh, wait. No, Patrolling the Bees was free action, so I have my bonus action.
Bonus action, tight. What are you gonna do?
Could I do a check to see how much HP it has?
You can roll a check, sure. Roll investigation or perception.
Okay. Perception. Oh. 13.
Ooh, 13 will not hit.
Aw, darn.
You have to beat a 14.
Okay. Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Next time. And with that, I will end my turn.
Okie doke. Awa, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I use the investigation right now?
Yes, you can. You can use it at any order you like. So if you want to start off with it, go for it.
I'll do it right now. It does
12.
not. I got you. Okay, in that case, I will just do a sapping sting at it.
Okay. So I need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
That will be a 9, so it will lose.
Sweet. And it's prone now. It takes 1d4 necrotic damage. I'll roll that.
Roll that.
'Cause I'm
7.
higher level.
That is 2d4.
Yeah, because as I'm higher level, at 5th level, it's 2d4.
Oh, you cast it as a 5th level spell?
No, it's a cantrip. So when I'm above level.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was.
Or I am
casting it
at
as
level
higher
5.
levels. Yes. Okay. So you are 5th level, so the cantrip just does more. So -7.
Yeah.
Perfect. And from
it's
its wings,
prone.
it falls down until the beginning of its next turn. So since it's on the coastline, it's going to be falling down prone for you guys. You will have advantage on any other attacks.
Yeah, and it has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yes.
And after that, I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word.
Okay. Mass healing word.
For me, Calliope, and Asias.
Okay.
Is it really just that?
You gain 4 HP for everyone.
Nice.
Amazing.
Plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So you rolled a 3, and then that's a +1 for your spellcasting ability modifier.
Do I write like a +4?
Yep, +4.
I thought I'd be more sorry.
4 is still a lot. 4 is good.
I'll take anything I can get at this point.
The difference between life and death could be 4 HP.
It could be.
True.
If you do cast it as a higher level, though, like we were talking about before, then you would have gotten more D4 to add to it.
Okay.
It was
it's
for Henry.
probably other
It could have been for us.
stuff. He's still dead. Okay, and I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, shit, I wanted to move. Damn it. Oh, well.
I'll let you move.
Can I? Well, actually, no. I can. Wait. Yes, I can. I'm a liar. 2, 3. Actually, I'll be right here.
Okay, perfect. So now that you've moved, first what's gonna happen here is it's gonna hold out its arms while prone in each of these directions.
We are fighting an Elden Ring boss, y'all.
It's like it's on the big comfy couch and it's doing the clock stretch.
It's doing the clock stretch.
That is the cutest way to describe it.
Okay, perfect. So from here, it looks like no one got hit by the blasts. If this one will let me delete it. Perfect. Then that doesn't. Those do. Okay, so it's gonna use its action to get itself off of being prone. And it will go back to being on the ground, and then it'll use its second action to return back to the air. So no attacks will happen.
Oh yeah, nice.
It will then end its turn.
Wow.
What a good way to kill its action economy. Good job for that.
Thank you.
Asias, your turn.
I'm gonna command my cloud of bee holders. Let's move closer again. And I'm just gonna keep slashing, baby.
Keep slashing.
Because that's literally all I know what to do. And I'm gonna do reckless attack yet again. Because that's we live life dangerously in this household. Will a 19 hit?
19 will hit. Nine damage. On top of the raging bonus, which will be an extra 6. Cool.
15.
Yep.
I can do math.
And you get to attack again.
And then I get to attack again.
So for those, you don't have to always click Great Axe again, because you see how the Great Axe is already on the chat box.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can just click the attack buttons.
Got it. I'll do it next time.
Yeah, for sure. Roll to attack. 25.
25.
Roll your damage. A crit!
Let's go!
15 plus the 6, that's 21.
Let's go!
Nice.
Okay, awesome. Anything else you'd like to do?
I want to use the free perception thing.
Okay.
First I'll roll to see if I actually get it.
Yeah.
And then I'll figure out, no, I didn't got it. That's fine. That's perfectly okay. I'll just.
You rolled high on the attack rolls. You at least got the attacks off.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. I don't get the perception things.
I don't need to perceive. I just need to swing.
Exactly. I'm a barbarian. What am I doing? And I think that would be the end of my turn. I'll just stay there.
Okay. So from there, your turn has ended, and it's going to Calliope. Calliope, what would you like to do?
That's a good question. Hang on. Where is my... Can I use my Hunter's Mark to mark the thingy?
Yeah, use your Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. So it's a concentration thing, I think?
Let's double check it. your spellbook. Your hunter's mark does require concentration, yes.
Okay.
But
So I'm going to.
extra d6. So yeah, you're gonna fire another arrow.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. Attack. Eek. Oh
13 will not hit.
no! I whiff again.
You're just slinging arrows past it. You're making it scared.
Warning shots.
Warning shot. The next one's coming right for your eyes.
Provided I can aim correctly. But I don't see that one out loud. He doesn't want to know.
That one I keep to myself.
I don't want to give it hope.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm going
dope.
to end my turn.
Okay, Awa, before your turn, something happens.
Rush.
It starts
I feel like I
billowing.
should have moved.
It starts beating its wings again, billowing out,
Oh no.
and another gust of buffeting winds goes around you all.
Oh no.
Awa, what would you like to do?
Okay. Let me check something really quick. I'm gonna try and prone it again.
You're gonna try and
It's a
prone it?
sappy thing. Sapping.
Okay. So it needs to roll its Constitution. 13. What did it? Oh, it had to beat 12. Yep, it unfortunately does not get prone.
Okay, I'm just gonna move over here.
Further away.
Hold on. 50 and 45. Okay. And then I will cast. Oh, investigation, actually. Ew. – 19. For
19.
investigation.
Hey, okay. Would you like to know a stat about it, or would you like to know an ability?
I want to know its stat.
A stat. Okay, you can know its HP, its movement speed, its vulnerabilities/invulnerabilities,
Oh shit!
its languages, its condition immunities, or any
Languages.
special
We can
traits.
talk to this thing.
I'm just saying what the stats are.
Okay. Ooh.
Or you can know
Guys-
any of its
guys-
6 base stats like strength, dexterity, constitution, etc.
Guys, do you want to know like the weaknesses or the HP?
I think the weaknesses could be useful.
Yeah.
Okay, weaknesses.
Now that
None.
we have a ginormous variety, but
None.
There you go. It has
Can
none.
we- Whoa,
Oh. right. I feel
We
cheated.
should have picked
I feel
the HP.
robbed. I feel
I know.
robbed. I feel cheated.
Yeah.
I told you what stats were available. You chose to go down it. Not all of them have things involved or written down for it. It has
I'm
no
giving you a
vulnerabilities.
Pikachu disgust face.
Now you know that it has no vulnerabilities.
Hate it
Very
here.
good.
Okay. And then I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word on all three of us again.
Are you gonna do it as a spell slot above 3?
No, I can't do it. It's not
Okay.
available to me.
So another 4 HP for everyone.
Hell yeah. I am living my best life right now.
Okay, great.
Ozaz is like, I'm fine. This is great. Meanwhile, Calliope's like,
Yeah, but that's how she wakes up. We're good.
that's how she wakes up. It's
Calliope
fine.
just wakes up like, I want death! And then that's it.
I'm dying.
It's like, no.
Just
I will
destroy!
You just kick the blankets off of you. No, just shut up and get up.
You kick the blankets, you don't kick the bucket, you silly.
Okay.
Okay. Is your turn over, Awa?
Yes, I already hit.
Perfect. Yep. I just wanted to make sure in case you're like, oh, let me move again. However, before its turn begins, you feel the buffeting winds grow stronger and stronger, quicker than before.
Oh, tragic.
Asias, what's your AC?
My AC is 13.
Okay, so you're gonna take...
Hit me, baby, one more time.
14.
Oh, jeez.
What kind of damage is that?
For that is force damage.
Oh, okay. Just thought I asked, you know.
Calliope, you are over
Wait.
16, correct?
Pardon? For
What's
is
your
that
AC again?
HP?
AC.
Oh, my AC. AC is 15.
AC is 15.
Wait, it was 14 damage, right?
Yes, 14. So,
Sorry.
Calliope, you'll also be taking that.
Oh no. I'm sitting at like 2 HP, guys.
So, literally, you were correct. That 4 HP was the difference between you living and dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Awa
yeah.
didn't do that just now, you would be dead.
Oh, my hero.
And now it becomes the Shigala Morium's turn.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. It will...
But good news, guys. My partner finally got back, and I have my alcohol.
Okay.
Alcohol!
Now you can think straight.
Yeah, exactly. I will be.
It'll fly a little closer onto land, seeing how it's been prone before. It's a little not as comfortable with the water, and it will attempt to swing at Asia.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Yeah, it's gonna swing its claws at you. And okay. Does a 29 hit?
Jesus
No,
Christ.
it doesn't. Yeah, it does. It fucking does.
Okay.
Sakes, oh
You
my
have to
god. It's so high.
These are boss fights. You guys wanted to fight a boss?
I
Here's a
know.
boss.
It's true.
What
We're
even
fighting
goes
an
into-
Elden Ring boss, yo.
18 damage.
So bad.
It will then swing its claws at you another time.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
that's a little bit worse.
Why did you...
Does a 26 hit?
Yes. Yes. It does. Does like double my AC, dude. Do you even have to ask?
22.
I'm offended.
You're taking 26 and then 22.
Wait, no, you said 13.
Sorry, 18 then 22. 18 then 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
22. Yeah, you didn't know it said 26.
Yeah.
Excuse you.
26 was the attack roll. Sorry, I saw all these double-digit numbers and I got confused.
Okay, I'm watching you.
You watch me. Keep me honest. Okay, from that though, it ends its turn. Asias, it's yours.
Ow! Could it hit? Question mark?
Wait, what?
Could it hit? Question mark? Am I in range to like hit it?
Yeah, you're in range.
Okay, amazing. Because I'm going to attack again.
Okay,
Because
go
that's
for
what
it.
I do, baby. Actually, this is like a terrible idea waiting to happen.
What is it? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking of trying to jump on its back.
You can attempt to do
Oh
that.
my god.
You would have to. There would be a strength check involved for you to actually like hold on and find purchase.
Do I do the stupid thing? Or am I smart enough to not do the stupid thing?
Can you do investigation on its HP first?
Okay, yes, fine. I will do an investigation perception roll first.
Okay.
Out of
11. Ooh, not as lucky as you need to be.
well, tragic. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Okay. How good are you on... Wait, let's not have the DM. I'll
Yeah,
DM.
Ghost. Asias just loves jumping onto things. I don't know what else to say about that. You don't want me to know about it?
Yeah.
You want a sidebar? I can take off my headphones for 10 seconds if you want.
Oh my god, it's so much. Okay, yeah, you should jump on its back. Jesus!
Barbarian baby.
Oh my god.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to jump on his bitch's back.
Okay, so you're gonna make an athletics or a strength check. DC to beat here is 16. Or actually, no, wait, sorry, it's not DC for this because you're just rolling against it. So it's gonna, whatever one you choose, it will also roll that. Do you want to do base strength or do you want to do athletics?
I mean, I have a +6 on both.
Okay.
But hold on.
Do you get to roll advantage on that because of your barbarian?
Does your barbarian let you have advantage on strength checks?
Hold on.
You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, so yes.
Oh, amazing. Then yes, I will do strength, baby.
Okay.
Strength check
Strength check, yep.
with advantage.
So you rolled a 16. The Shigala Morium rolled a 26.
God damn it.
Ah.
As you attempt to jump onto its back, it starts like tossing and turning. Its wings actually like fold in on themselves a little bit to like create this pinched nerve that you're not able to find purchase onto, and your fingers just slightly aren't able to grasp onto it, and you start falling back down. Can the bees catch you? Is the big question now, or are you going to fall into the ocean or to the lake?
I don't know. Can the bees catch me, Calliope?
The bees can try.
Because I believe the bees can only really react on your turn, right, Calliope?
It's a free action, so probably yes.
Yeah, I don't think the bees are able to react in time, Asias.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
So
It's okay.
with that, you're going to fall into the water. So
Goodbye.
you're no longer in
Lost.
the air. You're
Goodbye,
5 feet
plus
below
5
it.
feet. Sad. This
However,
is what-
you do not take damage because you fell into the water. So that's something.
that's nice. That would have been my action, yes.
That would have been your action, yes.
Okay.
Or sorry, that would have been a bonus action for you.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
Can I do anything?
You can do a main action still.
Okay. Can I use my movement to get out of the water?
Yeah, you can swim. Hey, you're out of the water.
Awesome. And I can attack it normally, correct?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, well, here we go. Here we go again. And of course I'm gonna do reckless attack because that's how we live, baby.
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 20 will hit.
Nice. Damage. Normal. 13 plus whatever. 6.
6. So 19.
6. And then I get to attack again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait.
Well,
as
that's
a quick
24 hit.
As a quick thing, here, as a correction for reckless attack, when you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn. Okay. So that means if you ever don't do it on your first turn in the future, you won't be able to do it for the second, just so you know.
Okay, got it.
But also to remember, attack rolls against you are going to have advantage.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know.
Cool. Then the 24 still hits. Roll your damage. Nine plus
9
6.
plus 6.
15.
How's our giant friend looking?
He's looking pretty strong.
No, I mean, I know, I can see those muscles. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that'll be the end of my turn then.
You slash into him, and he sort of just like keeps roaring back at you. He's in the midst of like a blood rage at the moment.
We're having a roar off over
Yeah.
here, okay?
In
He's
fact,
going,
actually,
"Roar!" and I go,
thing.
wow.
Yeah, you're just having a roar off. I love the idea of that. Just you guys roaring at each other. Okay, is that the end of your turn, Asias?
Yeah.
Okay, so Calliope, you are free to go. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna back up the bus a little bit more here.
You were here, correct?
Yeah.
Cool, you're fine.
Okay. And what can I use? What can I use? Is this a bonus? It is. I'm
Roaring
gonna
is a
use
universal
my
language.
healing spirit to try and give myself some health. Because
Just a little bit of HP, please.
Just a little bit of HP would be great. I'm just
Okay.
gonna.
So, you're putting that 5-foot cube on you, obviously. So go ahead and roll your
Yeah.
healing.
Okay. Three.
3 HP.
Okay.
And if you want to place, yep, cool. You got your measurement out. So, as a thing for everyone else, just so you know, if you enter the space for the first time on a turn, which is sort of what happened here, or starts its turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore that 1d6 HP for you guys.
Nice. The spirit is just like an amalgamation of yet more bees, but they look like cute and glittery.
Glittery bees.
Yeah.
What is your spellcasting modifier again, Calliope?
That's a good question. I think Rangers are wisdom, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, spellcasting is wisdom for you guys.
Okay.
So what's your spellcasting modifier?
Let me look here.
That's how many more times it can heal before it disappears.
Wisdom is a +3.
+3, so it has 3 more heals in it.
Perfect.
Take them. Take them.
Leech off of them. On my way to leech off of the bees.
Asias is gonna be like, nah, my heals now.
Just hug Calliope. Hello, I'm here for heals.
Meanwhile, Calliope bleeding, dying, arms broken. Oh, yeah,
Like
sure.
one little thumbs up.
Yeah, sure. I don't know.
This is fine.
Yeah,
I'm
this
just
is fine.
carrying.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Calliope?
I still have my main action, so I'm going to, I guess, fire my.
Knock another arrow. Let it loose.
Gonna try.
26 will hit.
Yes, finally somebody gets to do it back to you.
Finally.
Mr. does a 29 hit.
8 damage. And
Amazing.
you got some bees going with you, so it does a little more, does it not?
Yeah, I got the bee.
The bees!
Oh. 1d6. 2 damage.
-2.
Amazing.
Perfect.
And can I use my free action to try and perceive its HP?
Okay. Go ahead and roll your investigation.
Or perception.
Perception.
Yep, or perception. 25 will
25.
hit! Would you like to know
Yay!
a stat or an ability?
A stat, please.
Okay, stats that you can know are HP, languages, you already know vulnerabilities, condition immunities, special traits, or any of its base 6 stats like strength, dexterity, etc.
HP, please.
HP, I can tell you a percentage marker. It is under, it is under 30% HP.
Cool. Good to know.
under 30% HP.
Yep, of its max HP.
Starting to look maybe a little
Wow.
rough, but sure. Wow.
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 As a thing, though, to remind you guys, you don't know what HP it started at because it had already been through
That's
another
true.
fight before.
I mean,
true.
all we need to know is how much it has left. So the
But you
max-
don't know. You don't know a full number. You only know a percentage.
Yeah, but that's
And
good
so you
enough.
don't know
It's
if
still
you guys
something.
got it to like 20% from 40%, or if you got it to 20% from 80%.
That's true. Oh, it's a something.
It is something.
Yeah.
It is
Well,
under
we try what
30%
we can
HP
get.
of its max.
We take what we can get.
Indeed.
Okay. Anything else you're gonna do?
No, I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay, Awa, before your turn happens,
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
you are actually good. For your turn is free. What would you like to do?
Huh? Oh.
Awa,
Your turn's free.
Oh my god. Sorry.
You could tell Luna literally just went, I'm not going. Okay, I'm not paying attention.
Why you gotta call me out like this? Okay, Thinking? What I
Thinking?
want to do? Okay, this one. Ray of Sickness?
Ray of Sickness. So I need to do a saving throw on Constitution?
I think I have to be
Oh.
successful first, right?
Yep, you have to be successful.
Does a 22 hit?
A 22 does it.
Okay.
I will do my saving throw. It gets a 20.
Ugh,
Andres.
bitch.
The target takes
Alright.
2d8 poison damage.
12.
12 damage. Okay.
And then, other than that... Sorry, Calliope, I don't have any, like, healing ranged spells for some reason.
That's okay.
It's really hard to have
Oh,
healing range
no.
spells.
Yeah, I have to touch her for
Yeah.
the big one.
Most of them are,
That's okay.
yeah, most of them have to be touching.
Yeah, I have to be hands-on for some reason. Ugh,
Ugh.
people.
Power of love
Human
and
fun.
hope.
Oh, I'm
Does
gonna
it
move
like touching
further away
people?
from her. Yeah, I'm gonna move further away
Lord.
from her.
Horrendous.
Okay, I'll be
Okay,
over
bye, Awa.
here. Just
We can hang out later.
We can hang out later.
She's so sweet. Rip.
I might need a heal or two later, you know. But,
Yeah. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
yeah, I'll do healing.
Mass healing word.
Let's go.
2.
You get 2. And then total, you get 2 too.
Oh wow, thank you.
Oh, and I
I
get two.
always wanted.
You can just say we all got 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love you're like, oh yeah, you get 2. Oh yeah, I get 2.
I
Everybody
leave me alone.
go. Let's
It's like
go.
the third time you cast it.
Listen, we take what we can get in this household.
Okay, is there anything else you're doing with your turn?
No, I ended.
Cool, awesome. Before its turn goes off, it's gonna hold out its arms again.
I want to hug.
doing the clown stretch. The clock stretch.
Into here, into there, and into here. It hits no one. Perfect. Guys are
Let's go.
doing great on that. I will say the other party got hit by this so many fucking times.
Listen, we play Elden Ring. We
Yeah.
know about Dark Souls. We know
We're all
what
like
to play Elden Ring and die. We'll learn
Um,
something.
It will also... here's the part that's not going to be as fun. Because now it has been that, it's going to go over here.
Hi.
And hello, Miss Highest AC.
Oh
Wait,
no.
it moved. Do I get an opportunity? An
Nope.
attack of opportunity?
It is
No?
still
Okay.
attached to you.
God damn it! Get the fuck out of my way! I hate you again.
Does Calliope get it?
So
No, Calliope does
clingy.
not get an attack of opportunity because it entered her field of
This
influence.
thing is so clingy.
It is very clingy.
Calliope's
Swim,
like,
Calliope.
nice dragon. Don't hurt me, please.
Unfortunately,
Swim under the water.
this is one that doesn't roll to attack. It's just damage.
Oh no!
7 damage.
That was exactly enough to knock her down.
Ooh.
I am at 0.
Okay.
Calliope is now downed, but not out.
I am down.
I'm gonna do this gasp. Hey, Spirit of the Dying. You have to do that touching
my God.
her and when it's
No.
on your turn.
I'm so sorry. No, I was trying to just look at it.
It's okay. I took it off.
I'm
I
gonna
love
read
it.
it
It's just
on my
like,
own
Spare
time.
the Dying. Yeah, she's not dead anymore. And it's like you're on the other side of the field.
I know.
Oh, you don't have the beast anymore. You have to wait to get here fast.
I was
Also-
trying to read.
So it flies over and it billows its wings around you, Calliope, the air buffeting around you until you're unable to stand and you unfortunately knock down unconscious. From there, it then holds out its arms yet again, and large emerald blasts sink into the ground and then come out with large spikes. It will then go. Luckily for you, Toto,
I am always lucky. What do you mean?
I am always like. It will then go here, and
Oh my
there,
God.
and there. So, luckily, hitting no one.
Oh yeah. See, I
Oh
told you.
thank God.
And then it will actually go to its real turn. And from there,
Oh, right. You
Yep.
love to see it.
you'll love to see it. Here's what we're gonna do. It's going to attempt to bite at you, Asias. 20. Does a 13 hit?
That's just my AC.
Defenders win ties, so you're fine. So it'll attempt to bite at you, it'll miss, and then it's going to fly up 60 plus 60 feet in the air without provoking any opportunity attacks.
Stupid.
As it does, it starts, you're gonna see it start having these emerald veins rippling through its body yet again, and it's gonna spit out into the air multiple times, and it's gonna flap its wings, pushing them out to various parts of the arena. What I need to do now is okay.
Nasty.
I need both Awa Awa and Asias to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh
My
God.
favorite. No, they're not. They're not. I have a -1 in Dex.
They're not. I don't like them. And then one goes there, and then one goes there, and then one final one goes here. Cool. So, large pools of acid with like this odd blackish hue start falling onto the ground. Their scent starts making you nauseous, and as it goes over you, all of you start feeling more numb to the pain around you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna down, yeah, that is a token, and then there you go. So you each gained 1 stack of frenzy, and 5 and a 13 against this. Both of you failed, unfortunately.
Figured.
Oh, actually, it's not 1 frenzy charge, it's 2.
What?
Asias, you are frenzied.
Tragic.
So what's gonna happen first is I'm gonna roll some damage here. Okay. So as that says here, where it is, does it not? I need you both to take 30 damage.
Damn.
Guys, I don't think we're gonna.
I don't
And
think
with
we
that-
though.
Asias, you have now been frenzied. You feel as the acid seeps over you, your vision starts to blur. While already in the rage that you are, the red starts becoming a more brackish green, and you feel yourself unable to feel that around you. The friends sort of fade away into the distance. All you see is the Shigala Morium in front of you. And now you can crit on 19s. You deal an additional 1d4 on every hit, but you cannot be healed except by magic. And if you are hit, you take an additional 1d6. Also, the only way for this virus to be dispelled is you need to be healed by a greater restoration. So if anyone's got greater restoration, now's the time to use it, or you're stuck in frenzy.
I do not have that.
I need a healer, a natural one.
Ghost, you might have not been here for this. This isn't a TPK moment. They're doing a hunt, which is an out-of-canon experience. So if they do all TPK, it's okay. They will come back, but they'll be coming back at 1 HP and have used up all the spell slots they used in this fight.
Well, imagine having spell slots.
Yeah, you're barbarian. You're like, I don't care. I swing things. Okay, so you've each taken it. You have your frenzy now, Asias, so know about that. And it's used both of its things. So end turn. Asias, it is now your move.
Okay, the only thing I see is the Shalalale in front of me, correct?
The Shigala Morium, yes.
The Shagalamorium, yes. The Cha-Cha-Cha in front of me.
The Cha-Cha-Cha.
So I'm gonna do what I do best. I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
Ba-ba-ba-ba. I love the music, by the way.
Isn't it so good? I'm really
it
happy
is,
with
it's
this
really
combat
good.
track.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna
Final
do
Fantasy and
attack,
Smash
a reckless
Halloween.
attack. A reckless attack again. 'Cause that's how we do. That's how we
Okay.
roll. That's a 25 hit.
It does.
It's a 19, so I crit on a 19.
Okay. That is true. You do crit on
Yeah.
19s. Yes, that is true. Wow, perfect for that. So you're going to deal max damage, plus the rage bonus, plus the 1d6 from Frenzy.
Oh, hell yeah. You just sealed your fate.
So, what is the max damage that you can do with your Great Axe?
That's a very good question.
Your Great Axe does 1d12 plus 3 plus your bonus, which is another 3. So that's 15 plus 3. So 18 plus the 6.
Yeah.
So 18 plus 6 then is 24. And then I need you to roll
Well,
a
that's another-
1d6.
How do I roll again?
Just do /R space 1d6.
Where do I write?
In the chat box.
/R1d6. Oh. It says it's not a valid command.
It says what?
It says it's not a valid command.
What did you type?
/R1d6.
Did you do a space?
Oh no. Tragic.
1. Okay.
We take what we can get.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, that's still 20 something. 25.
25. Good amount of damage for that. Cool. What else would you like to do?
Well, what else can I do? Attack, of course.
Attack.
I'm gonna attack again.
Mm-hmm.
A 14 does
will
not hit
not.
us there.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to use my free perception. Oh, that's tragic. Never mind. I'm not using it after all.
Yep.
I'm not using it after all.
You still have movement left, but other than that, that's it.
Yeah, but then it will attack me.
That is true.
Um,
Well, you can move to the left or right. You can do what the Shigala Morium did and sort of like skirt the edge of the border box.
Oh my god. Genius. Okay, there we go. I'm so smart.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's it? Okay.
Yes.
Before it is Ao's turn then. It will... Yep. There's been enough time. It will start buffeting its wings out again. It goes 30 feet. There we go. And now, Calliope, first off. Calliope, you need to make your death saving throw.
Oh boy, here we go. How do I do that? Do
So-
I just write 1d20 or?
No, what you can do is if you click on your character sheet, over on the top left, you'll see that there's death saves. And you should be able to just click on death saves, and it should roll for you.
Character save.
Character sheet under attributes. Yep,
Oh.
you got it. Oh, that was initiative.
Nope,
you rolled
that's
for.
initiative. Sorry.
I'll update your initiative because you're not at 21.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
So, character sheet. And is the character
Character
sheet, is it on the attributes tab?
Yes.
Okay, over on the right-hand side, you see beneath Writhing Tide, Hidden Step, and Resource 3, you have death saves. You saw it?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Cool. Click death saves.
Death save. Normal.
Oh, unfortunately,
Oh.
a fail. You have one
Oh,
death
no.
save. 2 more of those, and you will perish.
Oh,
Lovely.
oh no.
Been great knowing you, Calliope.
Okay, so that is the end of your turn. So feel free to pass it.
Oh, great. Yeah.
And right now, oh, it got put to the Shigala Morium. That's fine. Here, let me just pass real quick. Asias pass.
Cha-cha-cha. To the
And then
cha-cha-cha.
Calliope pass again, yeah. Cool. So now it's back to Awa Awa, but before Awa Awa's turn, this is when stuff starts happening. Because,
I said always before I was doing.
yeah, well, there's a very specific thing that's happening. That's when the cyclone actually started happening before the death save. So Awa Awa, you're good to go now.
Oh, okay. I'd like to use Sapping Stain.
Okay. So that requires me doing a Constitution roll and all that. 22.
Motherfucker.
This fucking guy.
Yeah. I will be moving here.
Hey, good, good, good.
And
I don't even have to give you guys context clues about that. You know ending a turn there is not good.
And then
I mean, I didn't know, but now I
But
do.
you had an idea.
I'm just
inkling?
gonna use Sanctuary on Asias.
Sanctuary on Asias. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
I end my turn.
Okay, so now some more things start happening. It's gonna hold out its arms. I'm not gonna go through the full 4 line directions again because none of you guys are getting hit other than Calliope. Calliope is down, so it's not gonna count for this. I'm not that evil a DM where it's like, oh, you took damage while down, you're dead now. It's like, you're fine.
Okay.
No, you're
That's
nice.
yourself.
Yeah.
You're not me.
However, what does happen is the whirlwind does go off. So that's going to be Asias is the one taking damage here. Whoa, sorry, didn't mean to do hide.
Bring it. Bring it.
You are 13 AC, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
25.
Tragic. I'm down.
Ah!
Oh wow.
Well then. Unfortunate for you, the frenzy does leave, but it is replaced with the down.
But I like the frenzy more. Can I keep the frenzy and like can we trade?
Can I keep the frenzy, please?
Can I keep the frenzy and like get rid of the down? So those gasping icons.
Unfortunately, no. However,
told
if you were overcoming the frenzy, you would have had damage immunity for a full turn, so then they wouldn't have killed you.
Okay, but that's sweet 19 crit though.
The sweet 19 crit. Okay, so that killed you on that initiative. So unfortunately, now on this initiative, it's looking for the person with the highest AC. Hey, Luna.
Hi, it's AC. What? Oh,
You have the highest AC right now. You're the only one alive.
Dead. We're really dead.
Oh, now you me, huh?
Now
Couldn't
look
have
at
your
me.
first pickings. Now I'm just a rebound.
Ooh, luckily for you though, I don't believe. Oh wait, sorry, no, that's not what I'm supposed to do here. Because yeah, it goes to you with the highest AC. It's just gonna roll this instead. Because it does not roll to attack. It just does damage.
Oh, not that, but this. Oh, yeah. I totally 6. Okay.
Trust me, you would rather have taken this one.
After the legendary attacks, I don't think I trust you very much.
And
I'm having
then
a couple. I'm gonna need therapy. Hey, wait, does Asias get an attack of opportunity since he left it?
he's dead.
Oh,
He's been down. That's why he went to you.
Did the sanctuary do anything?
Does what?
Oh wait, no, because it was a whirlwind, right?
It was a
never mind.
whirlwind. It was AoE.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I see.
However, that will be the end. That doesn't come out on this turn. So, then it comes to the Shigala Morium's actual turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it will attempt to bite you.
And I dodge it, right?
Does a 18 hit?
No. Yes. It
Oh, really?
No.
Okay.
Just make this one public. I just want to know how much damage. Oh, damn.
25.
I'm down.
And you gain a stack of frenzy, which puts you into frenzy, but then you get downed. Unfortunately,
Can we trade it down for the frenzy?
that is all 3 party members downed. Unless
Tragic.
someone has, and this is the one thing that the other party did, a spell right now for Defy Death. The counter will be
Nope.
over. It will move this way as it resets itself. Does anyone here have a Defy Death ability?
Hold on.
Oh,
Probably
wait a
not,
second.
but-
Calliope. You don't
What?
have to roll a death saving throw.
Oh.
You're on your bees. You're on the square that says if you start the turn there, they heal you, and any healing brings you back.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Calliope,
I
I'm gonna say
guess-
that what happened, but your bees can heal you this turn if you want. Roll 1d6.
How do I?
Come
Okay.
back, baby!
And they have 2 more healing charges on them. 2 HP. Heal yourself 2 HP.
Okay.
The Shigala Morium is looking the other way. He thinks that he's killed you all. So right now you could stealth check this and res everyone.
Do you do a little dance? Does he do a little dance? He's
Does
like,
you do a dance?
another one. I'm a legendary.
I don't forget how to. Oops.
It's just F a bunch of times.
Oh my god, beautiful.
Or you can do control and scroll.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh wait.
You're giving me too much
Oh
power.
my god.
We can dance now.
You should stabilize us, yes.
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm
Because I
going
know we
to.
asked a lot of you.
I'm gonna sneak over
Uh-huh.
to Asius.
So you need to move. Oh! Unfortunate.
Oh.
You moved
Other
into
one,
the
other
pool of
one.
acid.
Wait.
That one I can't. That one I can't. If you drag yourself there, I gotta be that guy.
Okay.
You
Okay.
take. So you're gonna take 1d6, and we're gonna hope that I crit fail, so you don't just die. 4.
Okay, but
I'm not in my
What is-
spirit circle.
You got rest, and you just ran into the acid.
I never said Calliope was smart, guy.
My I'm gonna need surgery to reattach my jaw.
That was so funny. Oh god, Calliope's back with 2 HP. She can bring us all back. And she ran into the acid pool. All she had to do was just not do that. Just go here, into here, and you've been fine. Well,
I'm so sorry, guys.
Calliope. Watch out. I'm kidding.
Canonically, Awa has her eyes closed, so she did not see
the
that.
music fades and the combat ends.
We could have it all rolling in the deep.
Rolling in the deep.
I will have you know that you had it under 15%.
You guys
Oh
won! Sad.
With that, however,
God.
you are sent back to the Kalmar coast.
Can we do it again? Can we try again?
Can we do it again?
You all have 1 HP. All your spell slots have been used that were used in the fight, and any items that were used have also been used. That might
Let
be
me
one
back
thing
in,
that could
coach.
have helped you guys, is you could have used some healing potions.
I don't have healing potions.
No, but Awa took them all. Awa has like 6.
My eyes are closed.
With that, let's put this back on.
Do we get to keep the little gasping dude, or do you want it back?
No, I'm
Little
gonna take the
scream.
gasping dude away. You guys
Oh,
are
but
all
Zurg, it's
out.
almost Halloween. Come on.
Come on! Shit. Okay, so that happened. Good fight, everyone. Congratulations on your first attempt at the hunt.
You know
We were
what's
so
sad
close.
is that there's probably like it ends on the 15th. That's in 4 days. Unless you have another campaign, that thing's gonna get to live.
Yes. However, a thing that I'm going to be doing for this is it's still going to be on the roll. I currently have 6 hunts prepped, so that means I'm just going to roll a d6 on the 15th, and there is a chance if it does, like roll it again, then it'll stay as opposed to the other ones
Somebody
coming
gets
out.
to it before we do. That's sad.
On the 15th, it will heal for 15% of its HP though,
Oh, so it's just
of its
back
max
to
HP,
where we
because like time has passed, etc. And so there is a chance you could get it back, or a new monster will be there for you guys to fight over.
left. Oh, right. Sad. That was fun. That was
I
fun.
enjoyed it.
I
I don't like how some D&D like bosses are set up, so I actually took this as more of like a design from Final Fantasy XIV bosses, from like the Savage raids and the trials. So I was like, okay, let's have like, I want people to like be moving around, having to like react to stuff and like figure out what the monster's pattern is for like his attack patterns. So like, a little bit like how you were saying like Dark Souls is everything. So I hope that came across well for you guys.
Yeah.
fun.
I'm glad. Because that's how all these hunts will be sort of prepped in the future, is sort of like around that kind of style.
Really fun.
You should never expect to kill it on the very first try, because these guys have a lot of fucking HP. They're sort of designed to survive a first encounter, but you can use that as like info gathering to be like, okay, it does this at this and it does this at this. And then your second attempt, you can try and like really get in there. So it's also you trying to bait out each other of who's going to go in first and get information.
It's gonna be the duelist. Pikachu. Let's go, Pikachu.
Let me in, coach. Let me out.
Let me in!
Well, now that we're out, I want to use cure. Can I touch both of them and use? Well, no, I can only use cure wounds once.
Well, here's the thing. An hour has passed automatically, but you guys could short rest or a long rest. Short rest will take another hour. You can get some HP and spell slots back, or you can take a long rest for a full reset.
How much
Or
is
you
a
can use
long
your
rest?
cure wounds if you do want to keep yourselves at the bad state you're already in.
I say we just pedal on through down the street. Hello, I'd like info.
I'm down.
Why are you guys so beat up? Oh, don't worry about it.
Don't worry, one sleep will. I just need a good night's sleep.
We need to walk it off. We need to walk it
No,
off.
we
It's
can camping spots.
Maybe they'll pity us. Maybe like, wow, you're so hurt. Come into my house. I have tea.
Yeah.
You know.
Come in.
Maybe we'll come across like characters with paternal instincts. Who knows? Let's find out. Hello, or we'll find muggers.
Or you'll find muggers who want to prey on the weak.
We're fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, so what would you guys like to do now? You're back in the on Johnson Street.
On Johnson, yeah.
Beckham Johnson.
Other than that hunt board, everything else is pretty deserted and not looking for much.
So there's no one on the street at all.
There's no one at the street. It's the dead of
Are there
night.
any- Oh.
Okay, I have a question. The car just like brought us back and just tossed us out
Yes.
onto the street.
As far as you guys can tell, you sort of like, as you were regaining consciousness slowly, you drifted in and out of consciousness. You heard like the rattling of wheels, a carriage driver going, every time they think they're big shots and then I gotta drag them back. And then a sudden thump, and then before you yourself feel yourself crashing onto the cobblestone, and your eyes slowly wake up and close as you see a carriage riding off into the distance. It's only minutes later that you finally are able to fully regain consciousness, and all three of you are slumped on the cobblestone alone.
That was one hell of a nap.
Guys, I had a wild dream.
Guys, kill me out. That was the wildest dream.
Dude, get off! You're heavy.
But you're comfortable.
I'm not. Get off! You're
I
not even
hurt.
on my boobs.
That feels
Rest his
so good.
face on your boobs.
Oh god.
It's
She
like
could've
that
just slept.
first night we all met all over again.
And he just gets off.
I think I was sort in a good way that night, but
You know what? That's
yeah.
fair.
That was a wild night, but not the kind of wild night. Well, no, it was pretty good. It was fun.
This was fun.
It was fun.
Owl gets up. Okay, I need to go to the post office.
Right, let's go. Okay.
But you're hurt.
Oh yeah, no, I just need to sleep. Sleep it off. It's okay. And she hobbles over down Johnson.
Maybe we can find like an inn or something in
As
Mushroom
you
Town over here.
As you come down Johnson, you see that actually all of you give me perception rolls here.
Wait, where is it?
I'm blind. Oh, you're blinder. Wait, no,
Wow.
you're not.
Haha!
Okay,
No,
Asias, you're the only one to actually see this.
oh my god, I have eyes.
You see in front of you a dock with what seems to be a sort of human-shaped silhouette slouched near it, and over to the right, what looks like a building that has a sign that says inn. It currently has fungus coming out of the cracks of the stone.
I kind of like gently, very gently tap both of them. Because they look like if I smack them too hard, they're just gonna fall unconscious. Just like tap, 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 tap. Oh, bless you. There is a name down there, and there is a person. Do you see them?
Oh.
Or are you blind? I run my hand
Wait,
right in front of your
should
face.
She
Should we go
squints at
see-
Asias.
Okay, you're blind. Here, take my hand. I'll take you over there.
She takes a hand.
He grabs both Ivy and Owl's hand.
You decide to go to the docks then.
Yes.
As you go to the docks, the shadowy figure comes a little more into the ambient lighting for you, and all three of you are able to make out the remains of a deceased soldier.
Oh, trash.
Oh,
Shit.
Fungus grows out of every orifice of his head chopped off.
oh,
The only part
yikes.
that seems like it was actually inflicted upon him. Everything else is nature taking back what is theirs. Next to the dock, you see a boathouse that this guardsman was at. The door is wide open.
So, well, I thought he would be alive.
Well, I think we shouldn't go to that empty thing. We should probably go to the inn. Yeah, let's come back.
Yeah,
now.
I've heard enough scary stories to know where this is going. Let's
I'm gonna
go
go
to
poke
the
the body.
Wait, as a quick thing here.
I'm going
As you said, it might like melt. It's all like decaying. It might melt if you poke it.
Ew.
Oh. You know, in my dream, I got snot all over me. I don't want to touch that. Like, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I still have snot on me? Do I need to get a shower?
No. Everything that happened in that is not carrying over into this. It was just while you were in there.
Okay.
Did you know, for is one hell of a thing to like get snot out of? I wouldn't know.
Yeah. The only thing here is that it carries over from that is the fact that all your spell slots have been used and you're at 1 HP for all of you.
But we still look dashing.
So dashing. But yes, the guardsman's his body is still there, and there is fungus growing out of all of it. Large mushrooms. Its head is actually next to the body. You can see even mushrooms growing out of that as well.
Oh, that's great.
Gross.
Gray skin, decayed, and from one of the eyes, a larger mushroom has found its purchase for its roots.
Okay. Awa looks at the head and turns to the other two. Yeah, I don't think we should stick around. Let's go to the inn. I will be right there.
Yeah.
I just want Jimbo to get a little bit of water.
Really quick,
But
Luna, you said Awa looked at the head, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you this then. You can tell that whatever cut off the head was from a great axe.
Okay.
And as you say that you should go back to the inn, you hear footsteps behind you. Pitter pattering. Okay, no reaction to that.
Well, no, I was waiting. Sorry. Poo? Gi?
as it turns around to where the
You know
steps are
that?
coming from.
And a shadowy figure bounds out from the shadows at all three of you before landing itself with a large, wide grin.
I don't like this.
You know what? You're no friends? You know Fa and Guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you? What can we call you?
My name B. On account of everyone as I run away going B.
That's a very nice name.
Thank you. I chose it myself. or rather, the others did. What do you have on you? Anything shiny?
Oh.
B starts walking around the three of you, looking up and down at all of your persons, seeing if anything might be poking out of a pocket or a knapsack. You look pretty beat up, and that means you might have already had your shinies taken.
Oh yeah, not a good time. But B, what are you doing around?
Roll deception.
What? But that was true. It wasn't a good time.
But you are trying to make it sound like you don't have thousands upon thousands of gold. You're fine for it. Okay, continue what you were saying.
The only thing shiny is the sweat glistening off my skin. So what are you doing about it? You didn't do this, did you? And she points to the decapitated dude.
B, maybe slightly responsible. B brought some others here, and they ended up taking him out. But B was not the one who did. B held no axe. It was a large man. He had weird swirlies in his skin.
Swirlies?
Oh.
What color?
What's he with other people?
The best color, gold.
What's he with
that
other
is a
people?
He was with another swirly man who was purple and a red lady. Zinnia is a friend.
Awa looks at
Zinnia
Asias
gave
and
me
Calliope.
shinies.
Singing is pretty.
Hey, it's those guys.
I remember singing.
Yeah.
But they came here looking for boats and to send mail, and well, unfortunately, the mail was dead.
Oh.
But they found a boat in here, and they took the boat.
So this was the mailman? She points at the...
No, guardsman. He was one of the last holding out in this town before Calmer took it over. Praise be to Calmer.
Oh, praise be. Do you know where there's a post office or someone who could send mail?
Nope. Calmer's taking it all back.
Do you know
Calmer
any-
doesn't need a mail. Calmer already sends its own messages through the forest.
Oh. Well, that sounds handy. Do you know... do you know of anywhere we could rest?
You're asking lots of questions of B, and B doesn't even know your names.
I'm Asius.
Hi, I'm Calliope.
Not shiny names. You have any other shinies? B doesn't like giving things for free.
Yeah, dude. Calliope, give him something shiny.
Okay, hang on. She's gonna start looking for something shiny in her bag. Let me look.
I love how you took that, not me. They're just like, Calliope, you do it. You're like, oh, okay.
Hang on. I don't know what I have in my inventory. Give me a second. Do I have anything shiny that is not money?
Calliope's too nice.
No. It seems like you only got
Calliope's
money.
too nice. We don't deserve Calliope.
You've got a disguise kit. I didn't put the explorer's pack in yet, but other than that, you have leather armor, traveler's clothes, and the disguise kit. So yeah,
Come on,
you don't have any
give him a
shinies
copper.
besides gold.
Okay. I will give him a copper then.
Asius kind of like steps, stops Calliope and is like, friend, I like your hat, it's very nice.
Thank you. But B made it himself. And then he is gonna shake his head, and you notice that the bell tied onto it makes no noise. But no sound was
I want
taken. Trying to look for it.
You're trying to look for a sound?
Yeah, have you seen the sound?
No, I cannot see sound.
Me neither. If you see the sound, let me know.
Say, do you like mangoes?
Mangoes? No. No.
Do you happen to know where we could get these disgusting mangoes?
You haven't given B any shinies. Why should B give you anything?
You're right, B. Hold on. And she takes out Jimbo and she puts him like in the water. Jimbo, can you find something in there?
Jimbo
The water is full of mushrooms.
Yeah. Jimbo, before being put out in the water, is gonna actually cling to your arm, Luna, as it's gonna be like burbling. It's gonna be like very like anxious, like does not want to go in there.
I didn't. Jesus. Okay. You're cutting out the blood. Like, fine.
And it's gonna suction cup going as it like climbs back up onto your shoulder, and B's gonna look and go, that looks tasty though. Can a bee have?
No. How about instead Asios gives you a shiny?
Oh.
Can pretty Calliope girl give her shiny first? Asias man standing way.
Oh, I'm sorry. And I go away.
Calliope like fishes in her bag and pulls out 2 copper and a silver and gives it over to B.
B sort of snatches it from your hands before you've even fully extended your hand out, and you can see he puts it up to his eye and goes like, more for the pile, yes. And then he shoves it into his poncho, and then he starts looking around, scurries off for a second, but just before you think that he's played you for fools, he comes back with a small piece of wood, and he goes, this was the last thing from the inn. The inn's destroyed.
Oh. B, if everything around here is destroyed and everyone is gone, is there somewhere we could go to find people that hasn't been taken over by Calcifer?
Who Calcifer?
Or Calmer?
Our
B does not know. B follows Calmer Forest. B came from odd mainland country.
Alright.
B does not know this place as well. B sort of stays here as to help relay information back to Calmer.
Where's Calmer
anywhere
going to next?
west. Calmer has not taken the west yet, so Calmer continues to the west. And maybe a little to the east, and maybe a little to the south. And maybe if it wants, maybe a little north too, but mostly west, mostly. Yep.
It's not where we're supposed to go.
West is where we're supposed to go, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there's
But anywhere that
secret-
Calmer goes, Calmer takes the people. Takes the peoples and makes them part of Calmer. Like B here. B was not always like this. B became part of Calmer.
B, is it possible that we could have that there's a place around here that we could sleep and rest? That Calmer would protect us?
You're not part of Calmer. Calmer will not protect you.
But we're friends of Fun Guy. Friend of a friend.
Yeah, we're
You're
supposed to talk
friends
to
of Fun
Calmer.
Guy?
Yeah, and we're supposed to talk to Calmer.
B needs to check something. And then you're gonna see B is gonna put his hands on one of the mushrooms, and he's gonna like slap it a couple times. He's gonna go like, and then you're gonna see the mushroom sort of a light like emanate from it, and it descends down into the roots, passes on, and then after like 5 seconds or so, you're gonna see another light come back, and it's gonna pulse like a, and B goes, Fungi say they're not the best friends with you yet, so maybe not full safe passage, but B could give you, you're not getting near B's pile, no. But B will give you, over here, follow B. And B's gonna wander off into the distance in the dark. Will you follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
You go to,
Welky girl.
you start following B for a little while. As you're going along the dark streets, B sort of starts taking lefts then rights, as like almost as if B was a native to the place, even though he said he had only just come here from another land. While he's walking through there, okay, very, very special scenario is happening here, and I know we're getting close to the end, but like this is probably gonna be one of the final things happening here. This is gonna be okay. So a voice is gonna appear in all of your heads while you're walking with B.
It seems you're at a crossroads. Do you require assistance?
Yes.
What
Did
was
you hear that?
Everything for a price.
What's your offer?
If you wish for my assistance, leave the frog and stay there for the night. Where you are now, you will have my protection. But there will be more turns ahead. But also more safety and power. That is my offer.
You guys heard that, right?
Yeah, I
Meanwhile,
heard that.
B sort of stops moving and looks back at you three and goes, "Are you coming?"
The voice, it said, I'm whispering to the other two,
Yeah.
the voice said to leave B.
Do you,
Yeah, I mean, it's. Do you think it's gonna kill it?
Oh
I
no.
don't know.
If
I
it
mean,
does,
That was
maybe we can
weird
put it
that-
to trial.
me. Oh, wait. But
But we're looking
it's,
for the to stay. You can look for treasure later, Awawa.
yeah. Well, would that be what does Calmer sound like? Was that
I
don't
don't know.
Just-
All we know is that they touch. Calmer talks through the mushrooms. Surely, if this is Calmer, he wouldn't tell us to leave be.
We're not mushrooms. We're not touching the I mean, I guess we're standing on mushrooms, but
Yeah,
No,
we've been walking over them all day.
I'm pretty tired. Like I wouldn't mind just staying here.
I'm down to just stay. Like, I mean, the little frog guy seems fun and all, but like,
Yeah, he's walking really fast. I'm kind of hobbling.
yeah,
You want
I'm
me to
kind of
tell
tired
you?
after that weird.
No, she still hasn't let go of Asias's hand.
B hasn't shown you yet, but B has presents for you since your friends are Fa and Gi. Are you coming?
Presents?
Oh no. I think we lost her. Yes.
Sis just kind of like squeezes Awa's hand a little bit tighter, before she runs off.
Give me.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Do we want to listen to the voice to the weird voice in our head, or to the weird little guy that has presents for us?
Let me just hold on.
Presents? Power. Presents?
B,
Power.
B, excuse me. Could I ask you something?
Yes.
What does Calmer sound like when it's talking to someone?
You want this for no shinies? It was already giving
I gave
presents.
you
That's very hard.
shinies.
Yes, and that was. B wants a little more for the pile, and then B will tell you what Calmer sounds like.
Make him more. I want to Asias. It's like, I want to stay here. At least this other one's giving us power for free.
Yes, but he has presents. I don't know who is this voice in their heads. It's
I don't know. Okay. Calliope is going to give him 2 more copper pieces because I think she has like 4.
Okay, B will take those copper pieces and he'll crunch them in his teeth and then go like, okay, yes. Good fellow for pile. And then he's gonna shove them down his poncho. And he'll go, Calmer not a person. Calmer the forest. Calmer the will of the forest. Calmer doesn't sound like anything. Calmer your experience.
It's like
So
shrooms.
so it doesn't.
Calmer is the will of the forest. Then the will of the forest is to spread and to bring its life to everywhere.
It's not a feeling, man. It's an experience.
We communicate through it and we serve it, and in return, it gives us safe passage. We get to see new places, we get to see a new life, and we get new friends.
Sometimes we get really hungry and we get snapped.
Also, if I serve Calmer enough, B will return to his original form. That's what the pile's for. If I give the pile enough of a big pile back to Calmer, B gets to go back to normal.
Do you remember your original form?
Yeah, and you're gonna see, like, this is the first time B's smile sort of disappears and is replaced, written on with a look of confusion across his face, as what he thought was there stops at the very tip of his tongue and can't be said. B knows what he was. Yes, not important. B will remember once compile is given.
How big does this pile need to be? What is this pile for?
B's pile needs to reach the top of the tree it's next to. Once it reaches top of tree, then B gets to give it back to the man in the house. For all of this, could you guys roll me a history check?
History.
Man, I am not rolling.
Ooh, the one. The 1 minus 1 for 0. Us like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Listen, I'm not from here, man. I don't
Yeah.
know shit.
Awa, you're the only one who remembers this, but you remember a myth of a story from back in your days in Los Necos, that over in the country of Brador, there's a myth about the man in the house. That there was a man that would sit on the porch of his house every day, and his wife would till the fields for him, for he had a lame leg. This lame leg was the cause of many misfortune for him, but his wife was more than willing to take up the mantle and provide for them, until one day she didn't come back from tilling the fields. Ever looking for her again, and unable to go and look for himself, he gave the house legs of its own, and it went around trying to find his wife. In the process, the man lost his eyes, and so he gave the house eyes. Later on, he lost his mouth, and so he gave the house a mouth. He continues searching around as more and more of his own body disappears, and he gives it to the house to continue his journey for him. This man in the house goes around, now unable to recognize what even could be his wife, and thus consumes everything it can in front of it. It's just a myth, just a story, but him bringing it up sparks some kind of memory for you.
Yeah, it sends chill down her skin. I think we should stay here.
Are you okay?
B, I hope you get what you want in the end. I hope you get what you want at the end. I think I'm going to stay here at least.
You're not coming for presents?
I'm staying with Awa, but he takes one of the rings on one of his braids, and then hands it to me. It's like, here, for your pile.
Yeah. And you see he's gonna like grab it, and he's not even gonna praise it. He's just stuffing it right in his poncho. He's like, "Oh, this is so good for the pie. Yes, yes. Hey, your name, yes.
Yes. The nice
Us. You are B's friend. Anytime you need anything, call for B, and B will try."
Thank you. But I think we're gonna stay here
Yeah.
for now.
Are you sure?
Alright? Yes.
If you are sure, then B will trust friend's judgment. B will go off to find more for the pile.
Awa kind of like approaches it and she's like fumbling with a copper in her fingers, and she's really thinking hard about it. and she's like, B, can I have a hug? I also like the color gold.
You didn't really give B any shinies. Why should B give hug?
I don't want to give you a shiny, but I do want to try and give you back your sound. And she like tries to, if you'll let me, she takes the little bell and then tries to slip the copper in there, and then move it around.
Okay. That's actually interesting. Can you give me a charisma check?
Oh man.
Four. Okay. You're gonna try and go close to the bell, and B will sort of back away before you put the copper inside and go, no, don't go near the sound. Haven't earned it.
You haven't earned it, or I haven't earned it?
Haven't earned it. And with
I think it's
that,
both.
he's gonna sort of hold the empty bell in his hands, the trail of his cap sort of like curling around so that way he can hold it, and he'll be like, if three of you not follow B, that's fine. B tried to be helpful. B tried to keep alive some more. But B doesn't have to anymore. B will focus on the pile then instead. We're done helping others. And he'll scamper off.
What? No, the copper.
Um,
Oh, I
Is
can't believe
anyone
I almost
else-
gave this away.
Can't believe I lost games.
oh my god.
Ooh, thank God.
W for winning.
With that,
What's all of that?
oh, before you mention that, you guys wanted to set camp up here, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna set camp up here then. And let's stop that. Let's go to rest. And so you're free to talk about it somewhere.
So, what was that? You look concerned, like something he said bothered you. What was that?
Well, you see, when I was a little chaotic emblem in Las Necos, we heard tales of the man on the porch. He wasn't a man anymore. He was just a house that consumed everything in his way. Searching for his wife, but he wasn't able to tell or even remember her. So he just consumed, and I mean, it's just a story to, scare the little kids into not going out at night. But if that thing is true, and I mean, if that myth is out here, I feel bad for for B.
Oh, so you think? Oh, okay. I mean, yeah.
He's just gonna get consumed. There's nothing in the story ever told us that the man with the
There is no
house-
happy ending.
Yeah.
He's just gonna keep adding to that pile, and then nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah. That's why I think I should take it.
I don't think.
We should rob him.
I don't think that's the lesson of the story, Awa.
I just don't think taking it will bring a good reaction. If it's a house with I don't know, a mouth and eyes and legs, that sounds terrifying. I don't think you want to fight the house.
Yeah, I don't want to fight a house.
Well,
As much as I wanted to look at that pile and see if there's anything good, I don't want to get eaten.
So we just
Yeah,
don't look
no,
at the pile.
that's-
We just don't try to steal the pile, okay?
Maybe not the whole pile, but surely there are some things in there that could be. Unless he just has trash, then he's a trash hoarder.
Well, it's not all trash. I did just give him 4 copper and a silver. That's not trash.
You're a hoarder too.
I'm not a trash hoarder.
No, you're a classy hoarder.
These are my assets.
I mean, you do have a nice ass, yes.
Thank you. She slaps it.
He's not.
Did the three of you have anything else you want to say, or do you want to try and fully make camp for the night?
One last thing.
Yeah?
I mean, so I guess since there's no post office around here, we should just travel to
Where we're
Wait,
going to meet
to Vendagian Empire capital.
Yeah, we're meeting with
Pulls out notes. Vendagian capital.
to meet up with Dare and Truth and Cinia, yeah.
And yeah, and maybe there'll be a post office there or along the way.
I'm pretty sure there is a better chance for there to be a post office in a place that is not taken over by mushrooms.
Yeah. And also, what do you guys think about this? I mean, it seems like a good, a mushroom forest is cool, but since it's destroying town,
I don't know. I mean, I know nature changes, and this is just another change, and it's something that happens. But I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me. But maybe that's just because I'm so used to how the forests are, not fungus city,
Yeah. I mean, it is your home,
Yeah.
and it's probably not nice to see it covered and destroyed in, mushrooms.
It's
But-
complicated. I mean, it's a new life, but it's also, it feels like it's all decaying everywhere along with it. So I don't know how to feel about it.
I guess we should.
DM question: do we know how long this has been being taken over by shrooms? Like how?
No, you do not.
When was the last time?
The most you can say is that the last time you were here, before the weathered storm happened, there was no mushroom forest you walked through, and that was about a week ago.
This is all very recent.
Wait, so the last time we were here, how long ago was it?
About a week is when you didn't walk through this peninsula, but you were walking through the middle of the middle of Kunikleth on your way to Alarnock, and that had no mushroom forest at all through it.
It is spreading fast. I don't know. All I know is that there is a war happening somewhere else, and war is never good. And I don't know. I think yes, the forest is important, but maybe if the war breaks out, there will be no forest to save.
That's a fair point. I know we're kind of out here to deal with these false Hydra things or whatever, so maybe as much as I'd love to get to the bottom of this and try and help these forests and everything, probably more important to go where we need to go.
We could just start burning them too. Maybe Kermie was onto something.
Maybe Kelly was onto something.
I think setting a forest fire would just not. I don't think that would go over well for anyone.
I mean, there's a controlled fire.
But there is mushroom roots in the water, so we would have to get rid of the ones in the water too. And fire cannot reach underwater.
Oh man.
No.
I guess we'll have to see how the voice is gonna help, huh?
Yeah, what was that? Should we be trusting a voice in our heads?
I mean, all the voices in my head are great, so.
I don't know. But
I'm still standing as Quentin.
I don't fully trust the voice in our heads, but I trust Tawa, and if they said the little weird guy reminds them of the terrifying house story, then we can stay here.
All right. Hopefully we don't turn into mushroom people or anything. That'd be crazy.
That would be.
And as you talk out into the night, the song around you dissipates, and another aura begins to replace it. The voice from before is not heard, but in the dark, swirling shadows of the campfire, the light cast upon it as it flickers across each of your faces starts dancing across the cobblestone in front of you. The shadows coalesce, they gain strength, and they pool into something new. A face emerges, and an unforgettable smile grins back at you.
Oh no. Oh my god.
A man with no eyes, but folds across where they should be, emerges. A weary smile stretched like taut skin across his face reveals the bony teeth underneath. His hair, nicely kept with 2 light gray streaks running through it, and a jacket, primly creased and properly dressed, yet riddled with holes. A yellow undershirt lies beneath it, and he faces the 3 of you.
So you've chosen to take the deal, eh? Perfect. To you 3, I would include you in my fold.
And with that, that's where we'll leave off today's session.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What does the voice have to offer you? What more will be said from here?
We'll find out.
You'll have to find out on the next session of
Wow.
the Pierce Tart.
Exciting.
Yeah.
I, as his first reaction, would be leaning over to Wow and be like, "Are you sure this is not the man in the house?"
I was just thinking that. But no, he still has a mouth. He still has a mouth.
He does
Okay,
still
but
have a mouth.
also when he said, "I will incur you in my faults," I was like, "Hopefully not the faults of your eyes, right?" Right.
He's like, get in here. There you go. Perfect. But yeah, exciting and interesting to see what path you guys decided to choose go down for this. So next session, we'll discover a little more with what the Smile has to offer you. I'm also surprised that you guys ended up actually going to this town and seeing the aftermath left by the other party, because that was interesting to actually show just the aftermath of, because that was a sort of interesting moment for them. So if you also want to see what happened with that, go and check out their VODs, because it was a bit of a moment that happened there.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Neat. Exciting. Fun to watch.
But for now, that's where we'll leave this one. So for you guys on the stream and everyone, thank you, Jace, for the hydrate. I will hydrate. But that's where we're going to leave this session. For wherever you are around the globe, I hope that you enjoyed your time and you have a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.